Hello, welcome back to another Pen Talk. Thank you very much for tuning in and joining me as I explore the wide world of pens. And I have another pen being held up by a crab on a turntable, and it's a pen worthy of crab holding. It's an Asvine. It's an M169. Gee, this is their first M pen. They have V for vac filler, P for pump filler, M, don't know what it stands for, but we'll see how this pen fills. And it's a nice color combination. I don't have a silver and blue version of this skeleton model pen, and I'm impressed with all the different varieties that they've done with this pen, and we'll take a look at those further on in the video. So as it circles around, Mr. Crab will give you a winky wink, and we'll dive into details. So the first thing you'll notice when you pick up the M169 is it's lighter than the V169. Caps are the same weight, but the barrel obviously is different because of the vac filling mechanism adds metal and weight to the pen. So the cap comes off in about 1 3/4 turns, and we'll see another difference. An acrylic plastic section versus a metal section on the V169, so that also decreases the weight. I kind of like this blue and silver color choices. It's a medium nib, which I enjoy from these Asvine pens. As we know, the dimensions are the same. In the hand, it feels okay, but this heavy metal finial on the back kind of backweights it more than the V169, which has the metal section, which kind of balances the barrel. So in the hand, it feels different. Posting is not something I would do because you add 20-gram plus cap to the end of already back-weighted barrel. Yes, you can do it. Doesn't post very securely, but you can put the cap there if you need to. Something I wouldn't do for any long writing sessions. Let's look at the real reason why this is an M169. And that section is on there pretty good because I put it back together after I took it apart for cleaning and such and videos. We'll see. A converter. Just your standard generic converter, nothing special. There's a ball in it. But there's that O-ring. And if you look inside here, you'll see it's all plastic. So you could eyedropper this and it would be a substantial quantity of ink. So that's one advantage to this. And it might change the balance slightly to make it a little nicer. So that's the pen. We're going to compare it to some other ones, take a look about it in more detail. I need to come up with an ink and show you that medium nib writing. This is my obvious ink choice. A nice, good blue with some blue glitter in it. Yes, we will put that in suspension before we fill the pen. And yes, I do use a little plastic bag insert here so the cap is easy to remove. So here's my great collection of inks I got last year, and this is number 3. You can see the nice blue, and it does have some glitter in it like all these colors do. I've got a lot of use out of these Chinese inks. I've enjoyed writing with them. I think this says it all. This is a great medium nib. Asvine has done some great nibs, very consistent, smooth, feel good on the paper. His Tremel ink really is a nice color. I think it complements the pen quite a bit. So another Asvine pen with a great nib that looks wonderful and writes great. Whew, they're on a roll. Here I disassembled the M169 just to show you what you may need to do to clean it out if that's what you wanted to do. I think they did a good job as usual on the section. That O-ring above the threads, which is always something I enjoy because this was designed to also be eyedroppered. Good converter. Your standard nib assembly. No, I didn't pull it out, but I'm certain it can be pulled out. Yeah, there's a ball in the converter. Nah, I may or may not take it out. One thing is this is extremely well made. You run your fingers across it, you don't feel anything, which is nice. And the cap. Oof. Nice shiny reflective convex surface there. No model number on the bottom of the cap, but we do have Asvine there. Let's bring in the LED and see what we can explore more. Yes, it is nighttime, so it's get to be very dark. And as usual, it looks good from the LED's perspective. Assuming I can keep the LED on. Going to LED number 2 because this one stays on all the time. Well, see, there's a screw in there holding down the clip and the top finial. You can see that seam there. I think what's more important is let's take a look inside the barrel and confirm that there is no metal that might be exposed to ink. If you wanted to eyedropper it, that looks good. Nice big area there to fill up with ink if you wanted to eyedropper it. I haven't decided what I'm going to do, but I'm certain whatever I do, I'll enjoy it. Let's compare some of my current skeleton pens. This is the new one, the M169. Here's the V169 in gold and then a matte black. Matte black is really cool. And we have the Jinhao 100 Century skeleton with blue acrylic underneath. This also has blue acrylic with silver, so you get to see the difference of those two different skeleton colors. These are all good-looking pens. I certainly enjoy them. It's amazing that all of a sudden from no Chinese skeleton pens to a bunch. And Asvine started the trend and continues to expand on it with their new cartridge converter model. Handsome looking pens. The other thing that Asvine did is they have now an acrylic plastic section versus here's that metal covered section. Of course, the gold skeleton has a gold tone nib, silver tone nib on the silver skeleton. So we can see the pattern is the same. So they're stamping out that brass sheet the same way, except they've changed the way the pen fills. Interesting approach. So now we're in wrap-up time. I'm going to do some editorial comments and some more writing for your enjoyment. So overall, I'm impressed with Asvine's approach to expanding the model line of the 169 series. Skeleton, a metal skeleton, overlaid of a turned acrylic. Same type of sturdy clip, functional. You know, your 1 3/4 uncapping turns. The section size is just about perfect. And like I say, it's a little back weighted from that heavy blind cap, but it's still very pleasant writer. The price is not that much different than the piston fills and the other vac filling pens. It's slightly less, but not significant. But if you want a little bit of a lighter pen, it gives you two methods of filling: cartridge converter or eyedropper, and you want even more ink than the vac filler has, then this might be a pen you'd be interested in. That's my professional pen influencer opinion. I want to show what the nib looks like on better paper that doesn't feather, and also I'm wondering if we can catch the glitter in this nice blue ink. I'm enjoying the pen, and I'm enjoying the ink even if it is a little bit aggressive on some lesser quality paper. As you can see, a little bit of pressure, and nib opens up very, very nicely. So that's one of the things that lend itself to how well this nib writes. But it does require a little bit of pressure to keep that ink flow consistent. If you just put a little bit of pressure, it writes with a fine line, which is interesting. Again, Asvine has done a great job, great writing instrument, a good-looking pen. Will it fit into your collection? So we've come to the conclusion. I want to thank all of you for watching. I hope this video finds everyone safe, healthy, and happy, enjoying your pens, enjoying your life, having fun, sharing with others. We've reached the end, and it's the end of the page, so we will say bye. Yep. Till later.